Greetings everyone, Zannrath here, and welcome back to more Hearthstone and another week of Tavern Brawl. This week, Underdog rules. Each turn, if you're losing by more than 3 health, then a random minion rallies to your side. And that kind of seems potentially overpowered, because if it's any random minion, like, can you get like a, I don't know, Kel'Thuzad or something? That seems pretty crazy. But anyways, so the first kind of inclination I had was Warlock. I think a lot of people probably have that as a first thought, just because, you know, the Warlock class is kind of designed around dealing damage to yourself, you know, in exchange for higher stat value cards, right? So like Flame Imp, Pit Lord, what else is there? I mean, I guess Wrathguard kind of fits into that too, right? So this, I mean, the deck I kind of built is, other than adding like kind of those cards in there, it's basically kind of like Zoo. With, I mean, the other thing that I thought about was like, you know, if you're going to be trying to, you know, not give them the minion, the other thing you can do is burst someone down, right? So that's kind of what the Demon Heart is, and I guess the Faceless for like the Doom Guard or whatever, and the Power Overwhelmings, right? So, like, yeah, maybe you'll get like a Doom Guard into a Power Overwhelming into a Faceless Manipulator, which would take 11 mana, so you need the coin. But, you know, that's, what would that be? That'd be 18 damage in one turn, something like that, right? So, you know, things like that. So kind of fitting two themes in. Yeah, so the Warlock deck is kind of the first thing I thought of, but I guess you could also build kind of like a more combo-centric, like, burst deck. So, you know, we'll see how things go. I guess we'll drop the Imp Game Boss, or keep the Imp Game Boss. Really unfortunate to get these two cards in my mulligan, but I guess maybe in 2 turns after I drop my Gang Boss. I mean, I hope I can get like a 2 at least or something, right? I can go 3, 4, 5. Do I really want to Demon Heart though? Because I don't want to like give him the free minions, but at the same time, like, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Alright, so Mad Bomber, that's an interesting pick, because, I mean, it can deal damage to yourself, so it can kind of play into... Okay, so, well, I'm pretty screwed, but I guess I'll get a minion next turn. MC Tech, you know, I figured if, you know, you're going to be giving people random minions, potentially, right, it might be easy to get some MC Tech value. So let's see how this works out. Okay, I got our Armani. So nothing too overpowered quite yet. You know what? Let's go ahead and just throw this out and let him do what he will. So yeah, Armani, 2 mana minion, right? So not too overpowered. Looks like he's gonna go trade here and then do that, perhaps. Maybe go face. Nope, Flame Cannon. Okay, well, that's a little unfortunate. I mean, he's probably gonna ping this off next turn unless he has a 4, in which case, you know, like, oh, well, that kind of ruins my turn, doesn't it? I guess we'll might as well just hit him with the Imp. So I guess now it's a kind of a guarantee that I'll have a target for Demon Heart, but I'm probably not going to drop that this turn, just because it doesn't really seem like there's a need for it. Man, he had a really hard time picking which Imp to take out. He passed. Okay, well, that's interesting. I guess I'll just throw the Shredder out. How close though? It's within 3, right? 3 or more. So I can take it on the 24. Right, let's go ahead and do that. And I still keep the minion. Or I'll get a minion next turn. But unfortunately, for me at least right now, I'm gonna be filled up if he doesn't like ping off one of my dudes. So, is that really that great to get the minion? I don't know. So he has his own Shredder. Looks like. So I'm gonna get... Oh, it's more than 3. Right, that's the key thing. So I totally flubbed on that one. So that's on me, of course, that's my bad. Let's go ahead and... So how do I want to approach this? I could drop... Let's see, if I run like 2 of these things into his face, I can deal 5 damage. And I can tap and Pit Lord, and I'll still be ahead in terms of, well, I'll be not ahead, but I'll be getting a creature, right? So I could do that. I could hold off, try to build up board a little bit more. Try to burst him down, perhaps. Maybe I'll do that. Let's go ahead and drop. Let's go ahead and tap. Let's try to build up the board a little bit. How much do I want to build up, though? Okay, let's go ahead and Dark Bomb that. So I'm going to try to... He did coin, right? So I think I'm okay here. Can't coin Flame Strike. And I totally... Okay, so I didn't really count. I thought I had enough damage dealt to myself. And I didn't bother counting, and so it's awkward. I don't have... But I do get to play something. So it could help. I mean, I think I have lethal, right? Right, with the Demon Heart in hand. So, I mean, in the end, it doesn't really matter, but that totally flubbed there. So that was the second time I flubbed in terms of dealing with this mechanic thing. But, hey, you know, it doesn't matter. Oh, he put me at a... it's on my turn, I think, right? So he put me on having... Unless he pings himself here, then he's good. So I have 3... Oh, he's going to clear some more stuff out. And that's probably the worst one for him, right? So I have... What is this? 6, 12... Okay, so that's definitely enough. But, just to see what's going on. There you go. Alright. So it didn't really matter. He only removed 1 damage from the board. Which... would have... I mean, it doesn't really matter, because he would have been alive. He was alive on board, I think, right? Could have pinged himself, not giving me the Fairy Dragon, but inconsequential in the end. So, that's basically it. Underdog rules. I think all the things I got were less than 3 mana? It was like 2 mana, right? No, the Silent Knight is 3 mana, I think, right? So I got Berserker, Money Berserker for 2. What was the second thing I got? Mana Wraith, that was 2. Silent Knight, that was 3. And Fairy Dragon at the very end. So 4. Sample size of 4 is not super great, but over the course of one Hearthstone game, unless you're really trying to draw things out, how many minions do you think you're really going to be getting in the end? So fairly decent sample size. I think it's safe to say that you're probably going to... Well, I mean, I only got 2s, and one, or mostly 2s and 1 3, so I'm going to guess you're going to get only 2s and 3s. So this whole random minion thing is not going to be super OP, right? Can you imagine, like, turn 1, drop like a Flame Imp, and then, like, they don't do anything. Turn 2, and you drop a Flame Imp, and by turn 3, you get, like, a freaking, like, Kel'Thuzad, or, like, a, I don't know, Force Tank Max, or, I don't know, something else super OP. I mean, that'd be pretty broken, right? So, pretty fair, giving you a little bit of an edge, not an edge, but, like, a little bit of a way to kind of make up for the health deficit, but playing Warlock, you kind of cheese that a little bit by dealing damage to yourself. Anyways, that's basically it. Actually, I really enjoyed this. It's one of those other ones where it's like, or it's one of those brawls where it kind of makes you think. It actually encourages creative deck building. So, yeah, I enjoyed it. I wouldn't mind playing this again if they wanted to recycle some stuff for future weeks. But that's it for now. Until next time, thanks for watching. Bye.